Just now we have done the process of spermatogenesis. Now let us study the process of formation of female gamete, oogenesis. Oogenesis, it is different from spermatogenesis in many aspects. First of all, we have done spermatogenesis. It starts at puberty. But oogenesis starts in the female embryonic development stages only. When it is in the fetal stage, in the fetal ovary, millions of oogonia are formed. And you will be surprised to note that after the birth of a girl, not a single oogonia is added in the ovary. It means the first phase, that is multiplication phase, is completed during the fetal developmental stages only. And multiplication phase, as in case of spermatogenesis, germinal epithelium that line the ovary divide by the mitosis division and it form to an oogonia. Now growth phase is just like that. Spermatogenesis, oogonia, they grows into primary oocyte. And when we say it's a growth phase, definitely many substances, they are synthesized, so it grows in size. And in this case, oogonia is surrounded by many other cells, granulosa layer cells, and now it is known as primary follicle. Now, primary follicle is a very, very long phase. When a baby girl is born, the ovary is having many primary follicle. And a number of follicle degenerate at the time of birth. And this process is known as follicular atresia. Now, the next phase will follow only at puberty. So, till puberty, it is now in the primary follicle stage, and around 80,000 primary follicles are there in each ovary. So when a girl attains puberty, then the maturation phase is going to start. Now primary follicle undergoes meiotic division. Again, there are two substages now. So during first stage of meiotic division, primary follicle will divide into a large secondary oocyte and a small polar body. It means this is an unequal division. Now the secondary oocyte will not divide immediately by the second meiotic division. This second meiotic division is completed only when the sperm is going to enter into it. It means sperm is bringing certain stimulating factor. In case sperm enter into secondary oocyte, now this second meiotic division is completed and again a haploid ovum is formed and a polar body is formed. Now the question is why this division is unequal. In case of spermatogenesis, from the primary spermatocyte, 4 spermatozoa are formed. But in case of oogenesis, from one primary follicle, only one ovum is formed. The reason being is, it has to supply nutrition to the growing embryo. Later on, this embryo will get implanted and will get nutrition from the mother. But till that time, it has to provide the nutrition for the cleavage division. So if all are going to develop into ova, then sufficient nutrition is not going to be there. So this is the reason that this is unequal. Student, one thing more, just remember that there is similarity between the process of gamete formation in plants as well as in human. In plants also, do you remember that only one megaspore is formed, right? From the MMC. From the MMC, only one embryo sac is formed. But on the other hand, from one PMC, 4 microspores are formed. Okay, so though plants and human, they are totally different, but the basic mechanism is same. Now, this is the schematic representation of the process of oogenesis. Here you can see this is the first phase, that is the multiplication phase, and this is the growth phase. So these two phases are completed before the birth. And this process will start only at puberty, and this process will occur only when the sperm enters into the ovum. This I've already explained you, that the second meiotic division will only complete it when the sperm enters, and this sperm is going to convert that metaphase stage into the anaphase stage, so that now this is going to be completed. Now, look at this carefully. In this slide, we have compared spermatogenesis and oogenesis process. See, in this process, the first phase is same. But what is the difference in the first phase? Spermatogenesis, it starts only at puberty in male. On the other hand, oogenesis, it starts only in the fetal stages. When a baby girl is going to form, when a baby girl is going to be born, before that this process starts. Now growth phase is similar in both. Students, this is wrong here. This only grow in size here, because this division occur only in the differentiation maturation phase, not here. Okay, this simply grow in size here. In case of this maturation phase, meiotic division occur and 4 are formed. This is unequal division, so only one ovum is formed. Hormonal regulation of oogenesis. As in case of spermatogenesis, in case of oogenesis also, it starts from hypothalamus. From hypothalamus, a hormone, GnRH, gonadotrophin releasing hormone, is released. Again, this is a message for the anterior pituitary gland. Now, because of this, now anterior pituitary gland is going to secrete two hormones, follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. In the beginning, first FSH is secreted. Now this FSH, it acts on the ovary. Because of this, now the primary follicle will start maturing into secondary, then tertiary, then into Graafian follicle. And when the Graafian follicle is formed, all of a sudden, LH level in the blood increases. Because of this LH level, ovulation occur, Graafian follicle burst, it releases ovum, and the ruptured Graafian follicle, this form corpus luteum. Now corpus luteum is secreting progesterone. Now progesterone is going to have the negative effect on the hypothalamus and the anterior pituitary gland. Now this is giving the message to hypothalamus and anterior pituitary, now don't secrete any LH and FSH. So as long as progesterone is there, FSH level is going to be low. Progesterone is important for the thickening of endometrium wall of uterus. This we have already done. Similarly, from the hair follicle, inhibin hormone as well as estradiol hormone, these are also having the negative effect. on the hypothalamus and anterior pituitary gland. So in this way, they maintain a homeostasis in the body. The structure of the ovary we have already done. The structure of the ovum also we have already done. So in our next class, we will do the process of fertilization.